Okay, ladies and gentlemen, hey, just a quick update, man, for the Gotham TV show that's coming to us in fall 2014 from Fox. Jada Pinkett Smith has been cast as Fish Mooney in the TV show, man. This is kind of cool, man. I'm actually, I'm really interested in the show now. I have been for a while because I'm actually sitting here reading this Gotham Central graphic novel, and it's really good, man. I mean, cover to cover, man, like I can't put it down. I'm trying to take my time on it because I have to wait to order you know, the volume 2 and 3, but it's something that I didn't expect. I didn't see coming. It's good, man. It really is, man. Like, because what you're thinking of when you pick up something that says Gotham, okay, and you understand, okay, well, there's Batman and all that other stuff, but Batman is absent from the comic book. He's absent from any of it, and it centers around relatable characters, man, just regular police that are trying to, you know, just solve mysteries. And I don't get into CIS, I don't get into any of these cop dramas, Chicago PD, Chicago Fire, NCIS Miami, New York, Philadelphia, California, all this other crap. I think it's horrible. They just keep repeating stuff. But this Gotham TV show, you know, it includes something that I care about, which is comic book characters, superheroes, stuff like that. And it also has some of the villains inside of there, man. When no spoilers here, but if you haven't read the Gotham Central graphic novel, stop listening now. Here we go. When you first open up the page, you turn about 2 pages in, and you're knocking on the door trying to investigate a murder, and you knock on the wrong door. And what ends up happening is that a guy answers the door. As soon as he answers the door, man, and the police officer identifies himself, there's this blast, and this blast kills the guy in front of you and freezes the police officer that was trying to investigate. So Mr. Freeze, Mr. Freeze kills your partner, and then he uses his freeze gun, or whatever you want to call it, and he freezes your hands. And something ends up happening later on. I don't want to spoil that much, but you know, you just get introduced to, you know, Mr. Freeze, man. Like he's there, and there's nothing you can do about it besides run, or be frozen to death. Okay, and it's just really good, man. They have a couple of characters inside the comic book that hopefully, you know, the people that are creating the show will get a little inspiration from maybe bringing some of those characters and stuff like that. But what's kind of cool about this series, as it's, you know, developing more and getting closer to its air date, is that it's not only it's not just taking material from Gotham Central. It's taking sources from all of Batman's universe. Okay, so it has inspiration from the Batman movies. It has from, you know, Tim Burton, stuff like that. All the graphic novels, all that good stuff, man, that makes Batman a really interesting character. Myself, I'm not a fan of Batman. I've never been a fan of Batman. I was a fan of Batman the movie as far as with Michael Keaton, and I liked Batman all the way up until Christian Bale's Batman. I think that Christian Bale's Batman is beautiful as far as what, you know, Christopher Nolan was able to do. I'm a fan of that, but I just don't like the way that Batman sounds. I think it's just horrible. And I like a more, you know, Tim Burton Batman. That's my style of Batman. I'm old school like that. But real quick, just a little bit of information, man. Going back to what this podcast was originally about. It says Fish Mooney is a sadistic gangster boss / nightclub owner. Fish Mooney's got the street smarts and almost extrasensory abilities to read people like an open book. Imposing and hot-headed, she's not one to be crossed. So, for me, man, this is kind of like The Matrix meets Batman, and I'm totally in for it, man. Once again, I just hope that, you know, I hope that Fox takes care of this show. All right, Almost Human, they haven't taken care of the show, and it's just fallen by the wayside. And there's nothing that can bring that show back. Most likely, it'll be canceled. Same thing what they did with Fringe. I mean, Fringe was doing excellent. Fringe could have went 10 seasons, man, but they decided to put it in time slots that no one was going to stay up and watch, that it didn't have a good lead-in. You know, no one's going to sit there and watch a weird or strange show And the same thing with Gotham. As of right now, Gotham is one of those shows. It's a weird and strange show. Obviously, you know, with the superhero hype and all that stuff, it should do good. But it just depends on if society, people that have cable and all that stuff, will tune into it. If not, it's just going to be a failed show, man. Or it'll run for a couple seasons, just like it'll run like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. It'll run for an entire season, but no one's really talking about that. No one really cares. Hopefully it doesn't happen like that. I think it'll be okay as long as they take it serious and they put it in a good time slot. If they put it at like 9, 10 o'clock, it's done. It's over. If they put it at like maybe 8, 7, that's good. But you just got to make sure it's not competing with anything big, man. If it competes with anything big, it's going to get blown out the water. That's a fact of life, man. We're out of here, and we'll see what happens, man, as the stuff keeps going on. Out here.